Hello everyone, welcome to the Village of Words. The word relation for this video is ambition, marriage with meaning. Normally, the purpose of life is to get a job, and then people get married without any purpose. Hence, I suggest having some purpose in marriage. Knowing what to name one's children. Having a purpose or value to teach one's children. Even though I consider many people as stupid, contrary, I also consider marriage as perfection. Anyway, I say to have a family is to have an ambition. But talking about ambition, people usually define it as work. To some, ambition is to rise high in employment. So, my idea is different from people who take work as ambition instead of family. To them, family is the second most important thing. I believe many people are at a dissonance to decide which matters most, whether work or family. Truly, I think the job matters more than family. It is the job that feeds. When family becomes ambition, other than family, including the job, is less important. While when the job is ambition, other than job related, including family, is less important. Workaholics only remember their job-related things the most, while only a minority can be unemployed and still depend on their family. And sadly, even after living with and being dependent to family, there are many people like me who do not bother to socialize much with our parents. We are all off to our own devices. I do word relations and play video games, while my retired parents do various things like my mother learning in a Quran class and cooking sometimes, my dad who plays golf on Mondays, my parents doing Facebook, watches YouTube and WhatsApp with friends, exercising in the morning, my dad joining the Islamic Friday congregation, going out to eat and buy food daily, and on weekly Saturdays going to the market. Seems like a lot of various things but no family time. Anyway, normally people get married because of attraction to one another. First, they become friends and get to know each other. Then they become a couple, which they still try to get to know each other. Then, after a while, if things go smoothly, the couple gets married. Although, I do not consider porn as wrong, but in matters of premarital sex, I follow religion and says it is wrong. Adultery is also wrong, so once a couple gets married people should not make relations with other people. Moreover, marriage is not a game. One should not get married easily. Perhaps one should try out many different relationships before getting married. Or perhaps, like family, we should not be able to choose who we get married to. Either way, I frown upon divorce and considers it wrong. Once you get married to a person, you have to stick to the person for life. Divorce is only acceptable if one spouse is cheating on you. Other than that, I consider it wrong to have a divorce. Furthermore, I believe many people these days have no responsibility. They get married easily and they divorce easily. There are a lot of divorce cases. Like I said, once you get married to a person, you should stick for life. Married people get divorced simply because they hate something about their spouse. One should have been honest while being a couple before getting married. After all, couples should be intimate with each other. Perhaps lying spouses can be considered cheating and can be divorced. A small ambition is to at least have some value or something one wants to teach one's children. Obviously for me, I will propagate word relations. I will only get married if my spouse allows me to teach my words to my children. And my spouse should also understand and follows my word relation. Too bad, presently, I have no ambition. I have no ambition to have an offspring to replace me. So why should I get married? That's for me, while for others, the reason they get married might be because of something general, like religion. Though one bad side is, the partner later find things that they hate about their spouse's religion. And they regret getting married because of religion. They should not have treat marriage lightly. And they should have get to know their spouse's religion, including from critics and apostates. I really dislike couples who gets married because of religion. It takes time to study religion. At the same time, you have some other purpose for some other job. Why should you get married because of religion? Not unless you can dedicate yourself to religion. I also had a phase where I wanted to marry Mackenzie Foy and be her slave. I wanted to learn more about Mackenzie Foy and her work. And I wanted to dedicate my life for Mackenzie Foy. All because I had a crush on her. Inspired from words of the Quran, I took my butterflies as a sign from God that I meant to follow Mackenzie Foy. But in the end, it does not matter. Just because I was made to love someone does not mean I should follow that person. It does not work that way. Maybe it is my demons that is saying to love and follow Mackenzie Foy. In the end, it is just simple. One has a job and the other also has a job. Both feel attracted to each other and therefore they get married. Finally, to the capitalist who looks down on people who have no job or ambition, so what is their capitalist ambition? What is it that the capitalist wants to teach their children? What names and purpose is the capitalist going to give their children? How many women have the capitalist gotten to know in order to search for the perfect spouse? Thus, getting married is also part of ambition. That's all for this video. Hit like, share, or comment down below.